It's your boy Karceno coming at you live and direct, whatever you want to call it, and I'm here to answer y'all questions live. So y'all get to have the king live answering your questions. So it was a bunch of interesting questions this time. I've been hearing about. Let's go to this first one up here and see what they got. Okay, looking at the All Access show, looks like Floyd Mayweather is overtraining. Do you think Floyd Mayweather will overtrain in this fight? And if so, that'll be too bad, because I think he's underestimated. Canelo. No. This is how Floyd Mayweather trains. Overtrain is a thing where people who are not in shape push themselves over the limit, and they leave so much of themselves because they went through so much to cut weight. They weren't in shape, so they spend the majority of their camp getting in shape. Then they start training, then they end up leaving so much in the gym that when the actual fight happens, they're flat. That's what they mean by overtraining when it comes to boxing. It's not that you're training. If you're doing everything you're supposed to do going into camp, you're not going in too heavy in camp, you're right on cue, just working, you're not going to overtrain. You're going to be just right when it's time for the fight. The results will show. All those people who said, man, maybe I've overtrained, maybe I left some in the ring, almost every last one of them didn't do things right in camp to have that problem. I'm not okay. That's Andre Ward. We don't need that. I've addressed the Andre Ward thing. We won't even mention the Cuban fighter no more. So, okay. This is about Leonard Ellerby's comment. Well, that's Leonard Ellerby, Leonard always make comments a little bit too long, and then it starts to get a little wild. See, you got to understand, Leonard Ellerby's not speaking from himself. He's speaking from, everybody else's opinion. He's not really voicing his own words. He's got to make sure that he checks and make sure with everybody else, like, okay, if I go out and make this statement, this is collectively what the group is saying that this is our statement is going to be. So when that statement is made, it's just like, I got to state this, cut this off here, because it can just get out of control. So he did leave a lot of room for people to say, huh? So they're at a disadvantage. Floyd wanted Canelo at a disadvantage with the, taken from the interview. So I get that's where you were going with this crazy question about the weigh-in situation. I mean, the 24/7, the 152 weight. Let's go to another question and try to squeeze it in. Oh man, you guys got a great site, great app, boxingsocialist.com. I'm going to start me a boxing website with a couple of my friends. Any advice you can give me? Dude, I would ask you first, how many friends? That'd be one. 2, good luck. 3, just work hard, man. You gotta work hard, not just yesterday, not that day. You gotta work hard for 3 days prior. There is no days off, there is no vacation. If everybody has each other's backs, you should be okay. You're not gonna agree with your partners 100%, might not even 20%, but it happens, and you just gotta learn how to balance yin and yang. Let them do what they want to do, and kind of do what you want to do, and you're always gonna collide with ideas. Just hopefully collectively you guys can agree to put some things out that are very positive. Hold on just a moment. This might be something that pertains to another question. Then where is this? Oh my God. Gore just sent me that. Alright. Gore just sent me a message too. We're gonna be at Dreams, some new bar for the games. So Ryan, if you listening, we might be at Dreams. I just got that message. Like right now, you watching it live. Yeah, I did check on the information about the Floyd being knocked out and sparring. Of course, you all know now that that's garbage. I talked to Nate Jones, and that's the message you see on the Twitter, the Nate Jones Boxing, at Nate Jones Boxing rather. You can go and read his statements about, about that incident and basically our conversation. Because once I brought it to his attention, he immediately shot it down because it never happened. And, they pretty much know what it is. That's stuff they want to feed Canelo so he can build up his confidence. Floyd just went down off a body shot. Yeah, when I hit him, he going down, yeah. It's not going to happen. Okay, let's go here. See what else we got. We have some interesting ones. I don't know where they go. Gosh. I guess this is all the one. The reason why it's taking so long, because I'm skipping a lot of these questions. A lot of them are not questions. A lot of them are just statements. And I keep telling you, just leave a question so we can go through the actual question. Are you implying Lucas Matisse is taking steroids in the Danny Garcia fight? Because I see you just keep hating on Lucas Matisse in all your videos. I have not hated on Lucas Matisse once. I put 2 videos up. One video that showed him relaxing at the house that he's in, which is what he's doing. He's relaxing in a house. When I think that, hey, you need to be taking this a little bit more seriously. I think y'all should be feeling that way, especially if you bet on him. And in the last video, I showed you the picture of him just holding the thing, the urine cup in his hands, no gloves, no nothing, just all out in the open. And I'm like, what is this? When has this been the protocol of taking a test? And I brought up a pretty good idea, I thought. Just like they got people watching the gloves when they do the testing, it should be somebody from the other camp that's in there while this testing is going on for each side. It should be done that way, so therefore eyes and ears, can know what's going on. So, and who knows when he started testing in the first place? You just got to take people's word for it. That was just something I brought up. I didn't think that would be hating on Lucas Matisse, but in this day and age, you say anything that goes against what they like, the other person, it is called hating. So, that's just all to it. Let's see what we got here. Does Canelo look ready? He's at 157.4 now. I don't think he's going to be ready. I think it's going to take him a long time. 5 pounds is a lot to lose in 1 week. Not if you're a boxer. There's people who have lost 5 pounds in less than a day. They would love to have had to lose 5 pounds in less than a day. They just want to make sure they do it the right way. 5 days is plenty enough time to lose 5 pounds and still be healthy and still can go into the fight. This is actually the best he's looked dropping down this low in weight in a long time. He normally looks like a skeleton, like he's dying when he's getting ready to hit the scale. So everything once they wanted this fight to go off without a hitch, not a problem. Next question. Felix Trinidad versus Shane Mosley. Who wins and why? You don't have to do a video. Just answer the question, because the fight was supposed to happen. And yeah, you're right. The fight was supposed to happen. Shane blew it by fighting Winky Wright and fighting him again and really blew it. Yeah. Two bad decisions. And Trinidad would have knocked Shane Mosley out. Would have been the first guy to stop him. I do believe that. Shane Mosley had no cure for right hands, and Trinidad had one of the best right hands in the business. Very sharp, very fast at that time. No, Shane wouldn't have been ready for him. Let me see. Karceno, I agree with you about the buddy system hurting boxing. But what can we do when your boy Floyd Mayweather won't fight Adrian Broner because they're boys? And he's like, you never mentioned that. And they're the biggest fight. That's the biggest fight that could be made after this fight with Canelo. Because Manny Pacquiao is no longer relevant in the sport of boxing. Talk about that. Talk about your boy Adrian Broner and how he's not fighting Floyd. Oh, okay, well, first of all, when I meant the buddy system, I meant in its entirety, not just Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather and Adrian Broner fighting does not make sense. They're in two different spectrums. Do you think Adrian Broner is at the level to have earned a shot at Floyd Mayweather right now? He just had one welterweight fight. Just one. And that was against Paulie Malignaggi for Paulie's belt. He might go back down to 140. I just don't think he's ready yet. Let him beat some Danny Garcias, some Matisse's. Let him clean out his division. He got a lot of guys there to make fights with. Let him do that and let him establish himself. Then maybe at Floyd's last fight or something, it may happen. It may not happen. We don't know. But I'm open to the opportunity of it when it makes sense. Not just because another guy wants to see another guy lose because they don't like him. You know, stupid. Now we went over these Andre Ward questions and the Cuban guy questions. What we got here? I agree with you. Mike Alvarado needs to go to Golden Boy. Okay, he's talking about me saying Michael Alvarado compared him to Adrian Broner and Matisse and Madonna. And that's true. I mean, Marcos Madonna gets so much credit, and he's the biggest killer in boxing when this guy just lost to basically, what's his name? He lost to Amir Khan. He lost to Devin Alexander, welterweight. A lot of people question if he beat Eric Morales. You know? And Mike Alvarado has fought his last 4 fights. He fought Brandon Rios twice. He beat Herrera, and now he's fighting Provodnikov. And these are some tough fights. And you look at the last 4 opponents, either one of these guys have fought. And you compare them to who Mike Alvarado's fought. You're like, well, why no one's mentioning Mike? That's all I was saying. And it's because of social media and people just putting themselves on social media. He just got a better social media brand, but in boxing, who's been doing more? That's all I'm saying. What do I like to eat? Food. Good quick question. Oh my God, Floyd Mayweather versus Pernell Whitaker. You really think that Pernell would lose to Floyd? He knows him. He would son him. There's no question in it. No, Floyd would beat him, I believe. He's sparred with him before, so I'm quite sure he's used to the style. I just think he would win the fight. Break down Curtis Stevens and Golovkin. Okay, Golovkin, Curtis Stevens. That's the fight. Next one. Do you think Seth Mitchell has a chance with Cristobal Arreola? Because Chris Arreola is near retirement, and could this be his last fight? No. Cristobal Arreola will have a lot of fight left in him. Seth Mitchell's a football player, and once he get that chin, and I might as well look at my watch and see how long it's gonna be before. Yep, Seth Mitchell should be on the ground in about the next, I don't know, 30, 40 minutes. give or take. I just don't think nothing. I mean, he's got a lot of heart to be a football player and have to transition into boxing. He knocked out a lot of amateurs, but experienced boxers at heavyweight is going to give him problems. The Klitschko's killing him. His footwork is terrible, and I'm not mean like it's okay. No, it's terrible. You know, and he needs to work on more on that and his posture and boxing. But he's trying. You know, it's just that you're trying at the very high level. You know, y'all got to remember, Areola, he's a full-fledged cruiserweight, and he's also been in big fights. He knows how to box. He knows how to deal with being hurt and coming back. You know, it's a whole different type of situation. At least I think it. So I see it that way. Let me go here. Pacquiao is going to destroy Brandon Rios. Why do you give Rios all this credit? The dude just got beat down by Mike Alvarado. He lost to, oh my God. He's like, oh, Brandon Rios, the most overrated guy in boxing. Oh, really? Must I go through this again? Okay, he fought a slick Cuban boxer. Manny Pacquiao's not a slick Cuban anything. Manny Pacquiao is, you guys are still holding on to the Pacquiao that fought Miguel Cotto. That guy is gone. And he did not look good against Shane Mosley. Did not look great against Margarito. It was Margarito. That's a punching bag. Look, man, I'm not hating on him. I'm giving you the facts. If you think he's that awesome and he's that great, then congratulations. Maybe he beat Rios, maybe he won't. But I'm going to lean to the latter. I think Brandon Rios is way too much for him at this point in Manny Pacquiao's career. He's not bouncing on his legs anymore like he used to because he's older and he's a little heavier and he's a little less dedicated. And let's be honest, he's always been less dedicated. So, and then he doesn't have Alex Ariza anymore. So, I'm definitely not betting on him if he ain't got Alex Ariza. Please. Are you serious? No way. Now, let's see here. Oh, this backdrop, they gave it to me as a gift, so it wasn't like I had to go out and buy it. So for the guy who asked me again for the backdrop, I don't really have too much more that I could go over. I don't think. The YTBC, yeah, man, shout out to D-Style Boxing, Blood Boxing, 78 Fight News, like everybody that's in there. I mean, there's so many of you guys out there. It's a guy called Zone 6, you know, he's pretty good. So a lot of guys that's in there contributing to boxing, and they got Baker's Boxing, the YTBC on Facebook, I believe. And I mean, y'all do good work. Continue to do the good jobs y'all do. You know, keep throwing channels up and take y'all videos, put them on Boxing Socialist, put them on the front page. We don't care. Take your YouTube video, take your link and put it in there. And that's no problem. You know, it'll be on the front page. People can view them. More hits to your video. So you can go ahead and do that if you want. And you've been very biased towards, oh my God, we're very biased towards Canelo. What has he done to you? You got so much hate for Canelo. What if he knocks your boy, your pretty boy Mayweather out, and then it won't be so funny, fat boy? Okay, I guess. I mean, I don't know why everybody just wants to attack everything. Every time you disagree with somebody or have a statement, you're looked at as a bad guy. And as far as me, like being fat, if anybody's fat like this, let me know. If this is fat, let me know. I mean, fat people would kill for my fat. So if I'm fat, great. I'll live with that fat. Okay. Why do they keep blowing me up? It ain't even time for the fight yet, is it? Well, it's almost time for something. In your opinion, who is the best trainer in boxing? Is it Roger Mayweather or Mayweather Sr.? I think the best trainer in boxing is we don't know. We don't know. Because believe me, the best trainers in boxing is not the big names you see out there in the ring. They're the trainers that's working with these fighters that you don't see. They don't get on TV, and they're doing all this work with the fighters, and then you might have a trainer that's good at strategy and going over game plan. There's different ways of training. Then you have old school trainers who train with you. They can teach you how to cut weight. They work with you on cutting the weight, not just training on strategy. The whole nine. They're with you the whole nine. Getting your weight down, making you strong, your conditioning, and teaching you boxing. The whole 9 yards. How many people are training like that anymore? We don't know. So right now, that title to me is just up for grabs. And the person that they give it to every year or every other year is just a popularity contest. So that's how I feel about that. Karceno, I know you like movies like me, man. Tell me some good movies to go see at the show. I don't know what's playing at the show. Riddick was okay. It wasn't that great. It was like telling 3 stories into one. They were lost and didn't know where to go. We're the Millers was funny. Depends on what you want to see, dude. A lot of the movies I liked, they were only in the theaters for a week, and then they're probably headed towards video or something. But it's just a lot of okay movies, like movies you'll watch once and don't care if you even watch them again. I don't even know if Wolverine's still at the show. That's what I'm saying. It's not. This is the type of year where you have to at least give me a movie, and then I'll tell you. Oh, okay, yeah. I can't tell you what's playing right now. I really can't. Because I've seen everything at the show. I mean everything. Except for the 1D. I refuse. So that's out. Okay, what we got? Am I going to do a rest in peace Tommy Morrison video? No, I'm not going to do a rest in peace Tommy Morrison video. This is going to be your rest in peace Tony Morrison piece. Rest in peace Tommy Morrison. He was a good dude, but he also did things he shouldn't have done, and that led to him acquiring the virus. A lot of people think it was sexually transmitted. It was not. They did a lot to try to cover it up, but he was a steroid user. Okay, allegedly. He was a steroid user, sharing needles with other people, and he contracted it that way. He knew how he contracted it. but they wanted to kind of cover it up. So before that, he's a great fighter. I mean, one thing I liked about Tommy Morrison more than anything was the fact that he did not thrive and play into the great white hope that they wanted to try to make him. He wanted the big fights, he wanted the big matchups, and he went in there without any advantages and wanted to straight fight these guys. And he boxed. He had a very wicked left hook, you know, and hey, he went out on his shield. My favorite fight of him was the Razor Ruddock fight. Tommy Morrison versus Razor Ruddock. Okay. Oh wow, another guy. I need your help. I'm a pro at the game. I just have started my boxing reviews and I need some tips. Look at the video and tell me what you think. Okay, we'll tell you what I think. I think I've already probably done that. Since that, yeah, that's 9-1, so I'll check and see if I've already done it. But I might have already given you tips. But if not, I'll do so. Just not in this video. I'll go back and look it up. Karceno, if you ever need any info on King's Gym in Oakland, I work out there. I know a bunch of people there. A question to somebody, a phone number, whatever. I know this boxing reporting is your thing. And you guys have gotten me to a few fights. Okay. From Boxing Socialist. So let me know if I can help you out, because I'm grateful for whatever you guys have done for me. Okay. Well, thank you, Tito. I appreciate that. And I'm quite sure Sean appreciates it a lot more than me, because that's Sean's department there. You see, this is what I'm talking about. It's stuff like this. Garbage. Straight garbage. Now, I agree with you with the boxing media credentials, but what all do they give you guys? He said, I thought they just let you guys in the fight for free. I didn't know that they give you food and stuff. Yeah, we get food and stuff. We get gifts. You know, I got the Mayweather Canelo bag, notepads. You get your press notes. You get gifts if you go to these things. People will line up for some gifts, I swear. Food, gifts, like, then would complain. They gave me a cold sandwich and some chips and a pop. Shoot, that's lunch. Are you kidding me? I would take that in a heartbeat. Karceno, how would you fix boxing since you're a know-it-all? You tell everybody else what to do. And why you gonna talk about high-quality fighters such as Guillermo Rigon with disrespect? And what he's accomplished as an amateur will probably never be accomplished in the history of boxing. And he's just really getting started. When he's done with his pro career, then you're going to look stupid, because he's going to be up there with Floyd Mayweather, mentioned as the greatest boxer of all time. You guys want to bring this Cuban guy into the conversation. Please let him fight somebody else. Y'all want him to just ride this victory, the one fight he had, into the sunset? Jeez. He outpointed Nonito Dunier. Congratulations. Next fight, please. Manny Pacquiao said he's willing to accept anything Floyd Mayweather has. Oh, really? Why won't he go ahead and fight him? Your boy is a fight. Floyd always fight leftovers. He's just chicken skin and bones. I don't understand what he's talking about, but I guess he's talking about why Floyd isn't fighting Manny, because he's fighting Canelo Alvarez. Manny is with Top Rank. They would have to negotiate that with Top Rank, who's not gonna do that fight at all, ever. Now, Manny, if they cash anybody out with Manny, it'll be against someone of their own. Top Rank isn't silly. And yes, I did avoid that question, by the way. I'll get back to it for the last one. Will Lou DiBella ever put Gennady Golovkin in with Sergio Martinez? Yes, you might see that fight. If by next year they should make that fight. I mean, Lou will try to hold it off as long as he can, but Martinez's team really do want the fight. And how would I change boxing? Easy. Take away media credentials. Take them all away. Grant it to those who work by merit. Those who really want it. Those who really love the sport. Those who work 14 hours on the websites, pumping out the work. Give those people the credentials. The people that's really trying to get out there, that's going to push it out there. Not the people with the money who just want to get in there and don't want to spend any money to get in there. Not them people. The people that really deserve it to be there. Okay? Then we get people who can judge boxing fights who are not linked to a commission. Get people in there, a whole new brand new set of eyes who can judge professional boxing. Let them come in, and we have 3 impartial biased judges from all over. They don't even know the fighters. Just like they do in jury duty. Put them somewhere, they don't hear no promotion about the fight, nothing. Let them come there, score the fight, get out. Nobody got to know anything about these people no more. After they score the fights, that's it, that's done. If they do a bad job, they can be held, or if they do something that people view as criminal, they can lose their jobs, they can be docked pay, they could be suspended, and could be brought up on criminal investigations. That need to be done. Promoter scandals. There needs to be a union in the sport of boxing to make sure that the fighters are being protected all around. Some may not be smart enough or have the resources to hire up to protect their best interests. So a union might benefit them better, so that when they retire, they have some money put aside. They got savings plans, 401k, because they can't fight for the rest of their life. So, want to lead the game with something. And that's all we're going to do for now. I'd like to thank you guys for still supporting my channel, even though I'm hated on by YouTube because they just want me to pay them money to pay me money, which is really stupid. And I will refuse to do that, and I will always refuse to do that. I'm cool as long as my subscribers can see my videos, I'm good. So as long as y'all get to see it, I'm cool. And if they don't want to let the rest of the world see my videos, hey, I don't care either. So that's fine. I'm not paying them. Alright, we out.